the weekend approaches, what do you say we settle in and end the work week right with some football? It is time for another edition of Thursday Night Primetime here with the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we get a Thursday Night Primetime showdown between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
5 glorious months of football about to get underway. We're all set, and away we go in a new NFL season. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. The first carry now for Kyren Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, Stafford. That's Cox. This is Terrence Ferguson. For the sideline, and out of bounds he goes. Play gains about 12, and that's going to be a Los Angeles first down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Stafford now off the play fake. And the difference a play makes this one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. And he gets his first sack and his first career game.
Just how cool is that? An immediate impact play as a rookie. It's kind of like those big leaguers. They never forget their first hit. In fact, they usually keep that baseball. I don't know if he'll keep the football, but he'll keep that memory for a long time.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Deommodore Lenoir.
Stafford's pass intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down from the 42. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Here's Purdy to throw. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
They completed the pass, but they lost one on 2nd down, so now they've got 3rd down. Now Purdy. Back-to-back grabs here for McCaffrey. And give him the first down here. Looks to be an even 20 on that play.
We call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. They've got a man in motion. Working on second down. Purdy. And this is going to end up an incomplete pass, partner. So that brings up third down. Now, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
Here he goes, third and long. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And the short throw yields short results. Only a yard, but they needed a whole lot more. It is fourth down. Eddie Pinheiro out to try to put up 3 here for the Niners. It's about 43 yards for it. Pinheiro's kick is good. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, early momentum with that field goal.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Showing a little burst so far. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38.
At their own 38-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. It's a big gain, 19 yards as they finally take him down. And that gives LA the first.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Rams first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to it. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. Looks like about 7 on the completion before he headed out of bounds. Third down coming up.
Brings up third down.
Back to throw. Here's Stafford. They get to him and they drop him. And that's going to knock them out of field goal range. So the new NFL season officially well underway as we've reached the end of the first quarter. We've got the 49ers in front. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. And they're setting up for what would be an impressive field goal if they can connect. And they're trying to will it further, but it just doesn't have the muster. This one falls short. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Now it's Purdy. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up second down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Purdy. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions and made this 3rd down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They motion the tight end over. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And the hit is going to break up the catch. Incomplete. A couple of defenders nearby, Brock, who actually could have broken that one up. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Hauls in this punt at the 8. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And it looks like he picks up around 3 before this takes him out of bounds. Picked up a few on that 1st down play, so now we've got 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Stafford to throw. Right side into the hands of Adams. And he's going to be just 1 step away from that 1st down. They haul him down near the 31. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Makes the catch. He's got the first. He's still going. Running down the left side. And stopped at the 1. All right, so they're going to have to get that final yard. They're going to have to earn it. 1st and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
From the red zone now. Firing end zone, and this is hauled in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Puka Nacua with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they jump ahead by 4.
49ers 3.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
Their own 35-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They kick the running back in motion. On 2nd down, here's Purdy. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
Mono y mono. That's what that was. 2 players that both thought the ball was theirs. The offensive player takes it away from the defender on that one.
They completed the pass, but they lost one on second down, so now they've got third down. Purdy looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And this is going to be close. It's going to be close. Oh, it looks like he got it. Good awareness after the catch to see where he needed to get. And got just enough daylight to get it there.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
First and 10 now from the 46. Now a give. It's McCaffrey heading right. And he'll make his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Purdy to throw it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back and in for the Los Angeles pick 6. Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Sent right down the middle and good. And lead up to a much more comfortable 11 points now.
49ers 3.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. After the pick, Purdy's back to the air. It's Kittle over the middle. Stop finally made after they give up 16 on the play. And that's going to be good for a 49ers first down.
A gain of 16
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Purdy throwing here. And the hit's going to separate him from that football. Incomplete. Not surprising to find a defender in the area there over the middle challenging that one, partner. It's 2nd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. McCaffrey running between the tackles. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Kittle makes the catch. Defense finally able to close on this after a gain of about 24. And it will be first down 49ers.
24-yard gain.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First down now, ball at the 33. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He hauls this one in with one hand. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. Now, this is going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
If I was scoring a football game like those guys score every single baseball game, I'd put a G by that completion. A G for guts. Because after you throw a pick, to come right back on the next drive and give your receiver a chance, that takes some serious trust. Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Here's Purdy to throw. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Piniero's kick is good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
Fielded at the 7. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, so far, Brock, this crowd down under has been fantastic. Expected to get even louder now as we kick off our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Going run again with McCaffrey. Breaks the tackle, he's still going. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that is a San Francisco first down.
We see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that first down.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Black takes this one up the middle. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
If there's ever a play we can call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now Purdy. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Duffy in to pick it off. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. A good gain here. 11 yards, it looks like. That's going to pick up a first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st and 10 from the 43. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Stafford now. Brought in right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
3rd and just 2 to go. To throw, Stafford. They get to him and they drop him. And that's going to knock them out of field goal range. He is so dangerous as a blitzer. That's Mike Hilton. And they win that rep to force a 4th and 12. The Rams are set to punt. And this is the punt you want every time. It bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Look at this, 3 tight ends to the right on his 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. And the catch won't survive the contact this time. Incomplete. That was a tough-ass partner making that play against double coverage. It's 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
This is a tough spot to punt. Got to convert here on 3rd down. gun is Purdy. Completes it downfield to Pearson. He's brought down after a big play, giving him about 19 yards. And that's going to be good for a 49ers first down.
I just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Purdy on first down. And this will wind up incomplete, so the failure to connect brings up second down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A run with McCaffrey. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Rams will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Purdy's pass.
This our last play of the quarter.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. So we've hit the end of this third quarter for this Thursday night primetime game. It's Rams ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Another run for Williams. He stops here, gain of about 7. And that will bring up Rams first down. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Stafford back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Defense gets to him, shells him out. Gain of about 16 before they did so. And that's going to set up a Rams first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first.
Brings up second.
They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
12-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's going to be brought down before he can even get to the marker. So now it's going to be 4th down. Well, running it was a long shot, right? We all knew that. And even with that small pickup, still a few yards away from moving those chains.
And I don't mind the run call. I really don't. Those can be very effective in those situations. But that defense, they were up for it, and they hit it before it got started.
Rams field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
Mevis able to knock it through. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Now it's Purdy. Passing quick here, but the pass rush fast enough to match it. On and in time to alter that throw. And it falls incomplete. That brings up 2nd down.
Just continuing to add to some film that's going to be a little bit hard to watch. This guy, you typically don't see completion percentage numbers like this. Very, very accurate guy. Not today. He's going to have to figure out why.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's McCaffrey. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
3rd and just 2 to go. They stick with McCaffrey. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Desperation time here on 4th. Look at that power, deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
So the touchdown was only a part of it, Brock. They're going to go for 2 now and try to make this just a field goal game.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Looking to throw, Purdy. That one's incomplete, couldn't connect. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, Well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
The turn starts at the 3. That's some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that 1st down.
21 yards. That's good for Rams. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Straight ahead with Williams. Kicked it outside, found himself about 4 yards as a result. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Melbourne.
2nd and
Rams
6.
with a 5-point lead. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Stafford now off the play fake. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted! Picked off by Fred Warner.
Stafford's pass intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's hit and set out of bounds. So this ends as a gain of close to 7. 2nd down. Now, Brock, I know they're not doing this on purpose, but they're letting him build some hope here with every missed tackle. Nice little gain there, and they let him get out of bounds.
It's remarkable about this game, right? You're 100% right. From the defensive side, you've got to make the tackle. But how about the offensive effort to break those tackles and get out of bounds? Well done.
Back to McCaffrey on 2nd down. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here he is to throw. He's not going to be able to get rid of it. They got to him. And that's going to bring up a tough 4th down here that this offense needs to have.
We've learned how valuable sacks in a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their 1st sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball. And they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Put the body on the line for his team. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up the 1st down, too.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing in the double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
And he will not find the connection on the other end there. Incompletion sets up 2nd down. Now, this just hasn't been the game they've wanted score-wise, Brock, and it has them as a result of that feeling like they've got to keep putting it up and taking chances here till the end.
And I'd say, Kate, right there, that was the kind of chance. When you get a one-on-one, you've got to find a way to win it, but this defense has been doing their job.
Less than 40 seconds to work with. Here comes 2nd and 10. Evans, the motion man here. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. The Rams into the dime. 3rd down coming. Throwing now. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
They are officially left now clinging to one final lifeline. And for me, you know the situation. Players, not plays. Get your best player the ball on the most critical down of the game.
Their hand is forced here. They've got to get this. They're down 5. Desperation time here. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play. Forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Coach is challenging to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. And they're no doubt happy to get their season off on the right track and claim the first victory of this new campaign.